Okay, guys, now we're looking at this one and looking at this chemical reaction. And one thing we're going to look at is this is a very specific reaction. One we're looking at, and we see that we have H2SO4. This starts with a hydrogen here. So that is going to be our sulfuric acid. And then one thing we can recognize here is that this ends with a base. It ends with OH, so we know that it's going to be basic. So basically in this reaction, what we have is we have an acid plus a base. Now, this is a very specific reaction. We call it a neutralization reaction. And every time in a neutralization reaction, what's going to happen is they're going to produce a salt plus water. And we can see that here's our salt, and then there's our water. Now, specifically when we're looking at this, remember what a salt is. A salt is just an ionic compound. It's a metal bonded to a nonmetal. And remember, when we think of water, and we think of water in this unit with acids and bases, think of water as hydrogen bonded to a hydroxide ion. And when we look at that, we can kind of see it because we see these guys right here. That hydrogen's going to be bonded to that hydroxide. And then what we see is we see the sodium is now bonded to the sulfate, and that should be just be Na2SO4. Messed up on that, but main thing here is what we're looking at is we're just seeing that we have a salt formed from an acid plus a base, and we call that specifically a neutralization reaction.